Yo, 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 if you tune in to me, you watching Gully TV. If y'all lucky, I can freestyle this one take. Listen, somebody on Instagram tagged me to a picture the other day, and on this post, it was three convicts I knew from Philadelphia. One was from Chester, PA. But these are family. These guys are family. I did a long time with these guys. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing time with guys for years and years at a time, they become your family. As you start losing your family on the outside, you're confined with some people who also lost their family too, because people, they forget about you when you in a joint. So boom, we form our own families in prisons and shit. You know what I'm saying? In these families, you could be another race, it could be of another ethnic background, religion, it could be from another city. I don't know about the feds, but in the state, especially in Pennsylvania, we do what we want. We're not governed by them racial rules and shit like that. But anyway, um, I'm gonna share with y'all some things that it came out of me because of this picture. Anyway, in the picture was my man Iceberg Slim. Slim's an older guy. When I was in the joint doing my time, he probably was like 9 or 10 years. He probably was like 10 years older than us. OG Slim and shit. He's 6'8" though. So if he got any type of athletic ability, when there's money being bet in basketball, he gonna be on somebody's team if he don't do nothing but stand in the middle and just wave his hands like this. He don't even gotta be skilled and shit. This is what's going on in the joint. But anyway, and that was his job too. That's what Slim did actually. He would get you some buckets. He would get some rebounds, put back, he score all of that shit. But I think Slim would dunk every now and then too. But um I used to dunk on this nigga like a motherfucker, yo. Like it was his job to guard the fucking rim. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did. I just told you that was his job to guard the fucking rim. I used to catch oops on this nigga, man. Like, you know what I mean? My man Bug, he penetrating this and just throw me one, man. I punch that shit. Boom! You know what I mean? I might get three in a game, three alley oops, and then some dunks off the dribble in the game. But anyway, I was so glad to see Slim, man. Not because I dunked on him, because he's my man. And the picture with him also was my man Sweets, a guy from Chester. Chester, PA. That's a basketball hotbed in Pennsylvania. Basically, everybody that come out of this small town, if he's a guy, he can hoop. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm looking at this picture, and what was amazing about the picture was not the picture itself, but the fellowship that came under the picture in the comments. And when I got tagged in that shit, I was like, whoa, the whole gang's here. I was like, damn. And I felt so good, man, that all these niggas was home. It was like a family reunion, literally, on this post and shit. I'm like, damn, everybody's fucking home. My man Bayot, yacht from like West Philly. When I met him, he had 50 years. He was on a post. He gave the time back. Um, so yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm becoming reacquainted, reunited, with my brothers and shit. And of course, they start talking basketball because I'm the dribble now, and they be watching Gully TV and shit. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit y'all with a little, you know what I mean, little rundown on them on my basketball shit again. You dig? Inmate Lindsay, DF 5973, committed out of Erie, Pennsylvania. Boom. I came through in 96, 97. I was about 18 years old. Me and my man Teddy Bear. On the streets, Teddy Bear, his neighborhood, and my neighborhood, they bloody enemies. Motherfuckers getting killed and everything while we on the streets. In jail, me and this nigga share food together. and shit like that because we have to survive and shit. But anyway, this is who walks in with me in the penitentiary, the state penitentiary. My number's DF5973, and his might be like DF5975. Boom. We young niggas. The first prison we go to is Western State Penitentiary. Legendary. This is like a San Quentin type of situation. And if you was on the West Coast, Folsom, San Quentin, whatever's the most notorious and shit, this is one of them and shit. It's called the Wall. It got a 50-foot wall surrounding this motherfucker and shit. You don't see nothing but birds. That's all you see. You don't see no civilization. It's a big ass fucking wall and shit. Anyway, one of my OG homies told me, man, he was like, I was behind the wall so long, man, I just wanted to just hear a dog bark or get chased by a dog. I hadn't seen nothing like that for like 25 years. I'm like, God damn. But anyway, we get to the wall. This one of the big joints like Shawshank and shit. One of them big motherfuckers. Ugly, everything that you would envision prison in your mind, this is it. It's one of them joints. As soon as we get there, we got white jumpsuits on, mind you. It's like 12 of us being committed from Erie at the same time. We walking in a pack with some other people who also being committed from Allegheny County, that's Pittsburgh, and Butler County, that's like Newcastle and shit like that. These are all Western Pennsylvania commitments. We get in this motherfucker, and instantly, the first thing that jumps out at a motherfucker was, although these niggas was doing time, it was like a fashion show. It was hard to explain and shit, but although everybody was wearing browns, they had a way of wearing their garments, their prison uniforms, with sneakers. Sneakers was still in at the time, and street clothes was still in at the time too. So yeah, motherfuckers I'm like, damn, that's the first thing that I was like, oh, we allowed to buy clothes? You know what I mean? Like, I totally didn't know that prison was like this and shit. So yeah, I'm noticing that it's a fashion show. Everybody that you see got on the wildest fly sneakers that you ever seen. I'm serious, because they ordering them out of these magazines and shit like JL Marcus, Jack Marcus, that's one of them, and East Bay. It's Hollenberg was a company out of Baltimore that was popular too. But anyway, motherfuckers is rocking all these wild sneakers and shit, and niggas got jewelry on and Versace frames. Like, I just came out the street and shit, and I'm like, damn, these niggas got this shit on that Biggie got on the streets. These niggas got Versace frames on, and everybody's fly. It was just, let me get past that anyway. But I'm like, I was just like, damn. But and everybody's groomed and shit, man. Like, they waves and everybody is just like at their maximum as far as physical presence. Boom. We go through this doctor's situation all day, get tested and all of this shit, and it's finally time for us to go to our cell. This is my first time in a cell, and we gotta walk through the night yard in one of the general population yards. Western is a huge prison, so they got like several yards and shit, several sections of the yard and shit. Like, it's big ass castle and shit. So we walking through, and I'm like, man, my heart's beating like a motherfucker, yo. I'm scared as a motherfucker. My heart's beating. These motherfuckers is big, and I'm like, where's my people at? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they down there. My niggas is down there. My OGs is down there. Like, niggas from my neighborhood, they down there, but they don't know that I'm there yet. They don't know that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, I'm thinking as soon as I got there, them niggas gonna come see me, and I'm like, man, like, so Now, keep in mind, everybody that I'm walking with is feeling just like me. They'll tell you that they first night, they first time walk, especially if they had to go through this fucking night yard. Damn, that shit got my heart rate just. And I'm looking at these niggas on the phones. They got phones outside on brick walls. Imagine phones being installed on a dungeon wall, and it's like a line of them. And this nigga's on the phone, man. And it's like, you know, it's like they style it on the phone. It's like a city. Motherfuckers moving around. There's card tables, gambling now. Mind you, I'm taking all of this shit in within just like walking through. Like my eyes are like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not seeing faces. All I'm seeing is bodies. Big ass bodies, big ass broad shoulders. And I'm like, what the fuck is in they coats? Why is everybody so goddamn big up here? This is from the wide grip pull up. This is how motherfuckers get wide like that. So I'm like, man, I gotta get on that shit. Immediately, it was like abnormal. When you first walk in the joint and you look at people's shoulders, you like, damn. You know what you end up finding out, it's the pull-ups. Motherfuckers doing pull-ups all day. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they in the yard, pull-ups. Even if niggas lift weights, when they done, they go do pull-ups. Niggas do pull-ups. Pull-up bars lit. But anyway, this niggas on a pull-up bar, card tables, and it's just niggas just rocking, just ice grilling and shit. Or I felt that they were ice grilling, but as I ended up, becoming a convict, they were just looking at us, trying to see that they recognize us, trying to see where we, any of they people. But when you got a bunch of motherfucking convicts, killers, murderers, and all this shit that you done seen on TV running through your motherfucking head, going on live, and they looking at you, you like, man, where's my people? I need a gun, a knife, or something. Like, damn, like, where's the bricks? And you know what? It was actually bricks available in this fucking penitentiary, in this fucking yard and shit. It's gravel and it was fucking bricks, like blocks. I couldn't believe this shit. Seriously, some Stone Age shit, literally. But anyway, as I'm walking through, my man Clyde, who's down there doing 10 to 20 at the time, walks up and he's a joker. He says, he pokes me with his finger. You scared, nigga? Oh my God. I coulda killed this nigga. I'm serious. Like, the type of energy that ran through my body. And when I turned and seen him, it wasn't a joke, but that's Clyde, and he laughing and shit. It's a big fucking joke. I'm like, man, don't you ever do no shit like that again. And we still in the line. He's walking with us, and the fucking police ain't said, yo. The police at no time has the fucking COs of the police that's escorting us to the block say, yo, man, come on. Or nothing. He didn't want no parts of this yard shit. He just walked through, basically. He just walked through. And so it's a line of motherfuckers in white jumpsuits, inexperienced, never been in state penitentiary before. Scary as a motherfucker. Anyway, we go into the blocks. Now we going into like a fucking organized dungeon with tiers, just like you seen on fucking TV. I think it's 5 or 6 of them. And it's gates everywhere, and it's gates on the tiers because motherfuckers be getting thrown off, these motherfuckers. And it ain't just gates, trying to secure from motherfuckers getting thrown. It's a gate at the bottom to catch bodies and shit. Before you smack that concrete, you gonna hit a gate. Or pass through a gate. I doubt that you pass through the motherfucker, but you gonna hit a motherfucking gate. A gate gonna catch your ass. You ain't gonna hit that motherfucking concrete. Like if somebody decide they gonna jump from 6, you gonna hit a gate and splat. But anyway. Oh man. We walking through this shit, and I'm like, damn, man. We walking, and it's just like fucking TV. The big fucking window. Big ass glass window. It's glass. The fucking tears is looking out the window at a river.
And there's train tracks out there, and I'm like, damn, it's all fucking prisons surrounded by fucking water and shit. Like, is it water around all of them? Just the Allegheny River. Um, so, yeah, you got these fucking tiers, and they put us on the fucking bottom tier. Because we all in blues. Convicts upstairs who living in this motherfucking cell block is upstairs. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth tier. They put us in this little ass motherfucking cell. The motherfucking cells in the state penitentiary, the big state penitentiary, you could sit on the toilet. This is a great example. This chair I'm sitting on, this could be the toilet. I can touch both walls with my hands. You dig? And where my knee is right here, it's a bunk right there. It's a little ass bunk, just enough to hold a body. If anybody's over like 6, when you get to getting over 6 foot and shit like that, you got the ball up in this shit, like damn near fetal position, asleep in this shit. But anyway, I'm glad to be in my motherfucking cell finally. Locked in by myself and teddy bears next door. And, you know, everybody that we came in with is, you know, on the gate. So, you know, we lightweight socializing and shit because we can talk. It was no restrictions on talking now. Different jails and shit, they tell you, you know, you got to keep it down and all that type of shit. Nah. It's live action. It's live. It's concert. Motherfuckers on the gate, on tiers, rapping, screaming, doing business, selling sandwiches. Though it's a city. It's a fucking city. And you like, man, still waiting to see my people. Now, I seen Clyde. I ended up seeing Clyde a couple more times, too. Clyde came back to the motherfucking cell block. This is how unruly this jail was. Clyde came back to the cell block, to my cell block, and came to my gate and just talked to me like it was. And he didn't even live there. And nobody said nothing. Nobody, police or nothing said nothing. And we in the clinic, we in blues. And he was still talking to me. And the police ain't really says nothing. After a while, they was like, hey, yo, man, come on. You know what I mean? And he was like, all right, I got to go. And broke out. On the upper tier is my homeboy Mario and shit. Mario is he's on the top tier. He's doing time up there and shit. And he screamed down, you know. He screamed down to us, you know, yo, Jamil, Vaughn, who down there? They gonna let y'all out tomorrow and shit. You know what I'm saying? They just gotta get y'all clearance and shit. And they gonna let y'all out tomorrow for breakfast. So there it is and shit. I'm about to go out into the general population and shit with a bunch of motherfucking apes and shit. But anyway, I was hungry as a motherfucker the next morning. And I remember when we first got there, they gave us some of the biggest fucking fish that it was good too. I hate to say it, the food at Western was real good. Big ass pancakes, all that shit. Well, listen, right? Boom. The motherfucking fish and shit was so good, I couldn't wait to eat again down the motherfucker. So I'm like, man, I told my man Teddy Bear, man, in the morning we going to breakfast, man. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still ain't got no weapons or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, this is how we feel that this shit's supposed to go. But anyway, boom, as we walking through the fucking, the next morning, they let us out to go to breakfast, and we got to walk through the yard, and it's daytime now. And I see the basketball courts. And niggas is playing already while we going to breakfast. Like, it was no rules at this jail. And, I'm like, damn, I want to play ball, man. Like, straight up, I want to play ball. So we went, you know, had breakfast or whatever, and they locked us back up, and they brought us our food for the rest of the day. And then the next day, we was totally cleared to come out to yard, to rec. I went out there. They was playing 3-on-3 in jumpsuits, because everybody that we playing with is in transport or RIT or some shit like that. You dig? And you see these different, different colored jumpsuits. You don't know what they mean and shit, but each colored jumpsuit got a different meaning or whatever. But we got on blues and shit because we just coming in. I got on a blue khaki bottom and a blue button-up khaki top with white Gilligan sneaks. That's what we call them, Skippies, Gilligans. And it's some niggas playing and they getting down. They getting down. They had a big man that was real nice. He was fat, giving niggas the business. Fat nigga. You can't, it's hard to explain. Fat nigga, man. Pump faking, drop stepping. Fat, sloppy, wet, killing motherfuckers, talking shit, doing 40 years. Somebody walked up, I think he was from Pittsburgh. He said, "Hey man, I got next. Y'all, any one of y'all want to run?" I said, "Yeah, I play." And he grabbed my man Teddy Bear. And we went out there the next game and we played. And I got busy, was doing my shit. And after that, I was never ever afraid of anything else in life. Basketball broke my shell in the prison system. You dig? That's how I was unscared. That's how I was comfortable with being around a murderer. Because on the court, I'm the motherfucking killer. You dig? On the court, I'm Charles Manson. I'm one of them niggas. So, yeah, when they would come into my court, I could dunk on a nigga who's doing life and disrespect him and might get carried away, forget the nigga in life, and push the nigga down on a payment and everything. And get away with it and shit. But this is the brand of basketball that, you know what I mean, I was bred in and shit. I made my name in that shit. It was just something that just take your breath away about dunking the basketball, man. I miss doing that shit. I did that shit naturally, but I made my name. Gully TV, made my name in the Pennsylvania State Prison System, dunking on niggas. You dig? Straight up, dunking on niggas. I made my name. I used to, as soon as I would show up in a fucking jail, niggas pointing and shit. Niggas being that they know me from another jail or some shit. You dig? Or maybe, the juvenile system. Because, like I said, I done been in the system. At a point in time, I did the whole juvenile, certified as an adult, state prison system shit. You know what I mean? In the early part of my life and shit. But, yeah, on that motherfucking basketball court, I dealt with niggas the way I wanted to deal with them, man. What happened for me was it became my ultimate G-Pass. When I say that, people look at basketball players differently, but in my situation, and I was told this later on, people looked at the way that I played basketball and the shit that I did on the basketball court, and they just was like, that ain't really no Rumble. It's somebody. That ain't nobody that I want to be rumbling with. Not a nigga that's like wild and athletic and strong like that. I could imagine what type of rumble he'll put up. So I didn't have any fights in the state prison system and shit. You dig? And I ain't saying that like as an aspect of being a gorilla. But again, I told you, on the basketball court, ask about me. I got a trail of bodies in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh and Harrisburg, straight up. And that says a lot. You know what I mean? Pennsylvania, especially that side of the state, is a hotbed of basketball talent. That's where Rasheed Wallace is from, Kobe Bryant, Richard Hamilton, Jameer Nelson, you know what I'm saying? Rasheed Bey, all these types of dudes that college killer, Lionel Simmons. You know what I'm saying? I can go on and on and on and shit, but yeah, I started varsity. You know what I mean? I deferred the starting position. I had a meeting with the coach. The coach called me in, and I deferred the starting position to a guy named Jay, who was doing life. He had been a point guard for several years, and he was gonna be there. And the coach was like, "Man, you know, Can't nobody up here fuck with you, man. You the baddest motherfucker here, man. But Jay doing life, man, and I don't want to sit him down, man. You gonna put me in this? I said, I play 6-man, coach. I used to come in the game, minute in, 2 minutes in, and shit like that. And this was, yeah, the wild card about to come in the game and shit. So, yeah, subscribe to the channel, The Real Gully TV, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I didn't expect for it to go long like that, but hopefully you got something out of that. And yeah, it's the dribble. Follow me on Instagram, The Real Gully TV. I'm trying to show my tat. Follow me on Instagram, The Real Gully TV. I'm out. One.